So that's basically Aura. I just wanted to show some of the, just to get everybody, the idea of what it's supposed to be able to do there.
Yeah, and Leo is, I'm not going to say it's more fun, but it certainly does
Yeah,
more
it
from
is.
a CAD standpoint.
Yeah.
So the virtual companion workflow where are these things going to fit into your CAD workflows? Well, that's yet to be seen entirely. These are brand new tools, but we do think that there's going to be some heavy usage of these virtual companions in the intent to CAD, where you're in the ideation phase, just throwing things at the wall, trying to see, okay, well, what would this look like? Well, let's have some quick renderings just ahead of the thing and then see what we can do and then go from there. So intent to CAD, we think will be pretty good usage. The manufacturing documentation, this is going to be huge. If you have an assembly, we've seen this demoed, but it's not quite ready for prime time just yet. But the manufacturing documentation, you can create a whole assembly document from your existing assembly. It will go through and try to logically create a step-by-step assembly manual or usage document, something that is a Word document derived from your CAD documents.
Yeah, and these work, they do work. It's just depends on, okay, with CAD, you have different levels of complexity that everybody's using. And how did I model it? Maybe I need to go back and look at how I set up my assembly so that it can understand which piece goes into which piece in what order. But you can move that stuff around pretty easily. And, these work right now. You can try them out.
As well as some design validation. I'm not going to go ahead and say you can run a full simulation and get all of your outputs and inputs and physics correct on the first time, but it's getting to the point where it will assist in some of that design validation setup. And eventually, we're hoping that it will take the whole shebang.
Yeah, it's improving every day.
Yeah, and assembly optimization, this is a really big one as well. If you have a bunch of red on your tree, then this is a good tool to use. You can have it look at your assembly and say, why is this not working? What's wrong? And it will walk through and decide, or not decide for you, but give you some options to help you decide on how to fix your model or proceed in the best way. And just general engineering guidance, there's all kinds of information, like an entire engineering degree sequence of information baked into these things. And so that it's all there and you can ask it questions and hopefully get some information from it. And we've already talked about these manufacturing documentation, drawings, exploded views, MBD, the design validation. There's an engineering advisor, design change, impact, help you highlight some trouble areas. These are all kind of where we're going. A lot more on the assembly optimization, just like pretty straightforward options, but mate repair, automatic mating, things that will end up saving a lot of time in the long run. Engineering guidance, this is all of the information that it does contain that it can help you with. So kind of a roadmap before we get into the Leo portion to show you kind of how we've gotten to where we are. The 2026 GA November 2025 release, that was 9 months ago or however long ago that was. It was released with the knowledge retrieval and auto generate drawings, which we'll show you here in a second. Then in February, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the auto generate drawings is a big one, so we'll get into that.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's perfect just yet, but it really does give you a place to start,
Yeah.
which you will see. And then more recently in February, the generate assembly structure. I'll show you that here in a video because it's pretty cool. The what's wrong advisor and then prompt to drawing is getting more robust. And then last April, model insights, assembly performance analysis, material appearance assignment. And that's material appearance, not necessarily full material just yet. They'll get there, but material appearance is fine. Design change impact, sketching analysis errors, B-rep to parametric, and then fastener simplification. And then just was it last month? Yeah, we're still in August here. We got all of these: macro generation, assembly generation, the speed pack generation. Philip is really high on this
Pretty
one.
cool.
It's a really good one. Thread
We're always
simplification.
Yeah, sorry, real quick on that. We're always talking about performance. We're always getting questions about, performance, and not a lot of people use SpeedPack. So it's kind of nice to have something that can help you explain what it is for one, and then go, hey, would you like for me to SpeedPack your whole assembly and in the correct way? And it can just knock it out.
Yeah, so that's a perfect example of something that AI can really help with. So, in all of these. And then
Mhm.
September 2026 is coming. We don't necessarily have much to share with you beyond kind of that they're making these tools better, but they're getting released every FD, and that's the release for the 3D Experience platform. So
So
let's
it's
jump.
moving fast. Yeah.
It is moving fast
Finally.
indeed.